Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew, board-certified internist and addiction medicine specialist. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Aisha Tyler is slated to come in here tonight. She's the big, tall, black goddess from Talk Soup, and does a nice job on that show. I think she's been there for about a year, but we'll ask her if and when she comes into the studio.
She is probably lost. I mean, think about this place.
Most likely, yeah. Only the criminally insane can find the Loveline studio. That's the way it works. A certain mindset. Tori Amos will be in here tomorrow night. I adore Tori. She is a person that is very interesting to talk to and has is nuts as the day is long, but cool vibe. Wouldn't you agree, Drew?
Yes, an artiste, a true artiste.
Always compelling, too. Will be a good guest. So we'll look forward to seeing her again tomorrow night. Like I said, Aisha's going to be in here, I'm guessing, in a couple of few. Until then, we'll take some calls.
You seem like you're in good spirits. Are you beaked up on Vicodin or something?
I had a couple of cocktails. Yeah. That's fine.
What's the deal? Celebrating something?
It's Tuesday, and I've had a good week, you know. No, it was Jimmy, my lover.
Yes.
It was his...
Your life partner.
Surprise party tonight.
For a birthday?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
it was at a restaurant. I had a couple of cocktails.
Wow.
But I switched to diet soda about 20 minutes ago, so I'm cool.
Did you follow him? You followed him home last night. Did you sleep with him? You're gay.
Please. Leslie?
Yeah.
You're 27?
Hey, Adam and Dr. Drew.
Hey, Leslie, what's up?
Not that I don't love you guys, but I thought Adam Sandler was going to be on tonight.
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler.
We mentioned that
is going to be on Undeclared.
The show who was represented by the guest on the show last night.
Right.
Well, good thing I have a question.
Right.
Okay, well, I have this guy I'm seeing right now, and he's kind of big, probably the biggest guy I've ever been with. The day after we have sex, I usually bleed. Is this a problem?
Can you see where the blood's coming from?
No, but it's not like my period or anything.
But it's up inside. It's not like there's a tear on the outside or something.
Yeah, it's up inside.
Well,
what a thrill it would be to really damage a woman with your penis.
I know. That is
a lifelong dream of mine.
I know.
Yeah.
Let me give you a penis prosthetic.
Yeah, I really love to hurt somebody with my penis.
Yeah, well, this guy, he has definitely a dangerous tool.
Is it wide?
It's kind of like all over. Everything is big.
Well,
I've never seen one.
Yeah, you just go wide and long.
Yes.
Does it work better for you?
Than cover.
You know what? No, I
oh, really?
I like it, but there's this other guy that I was seeing around the same time who's considerably smaller, and I have an easier time handling that.
Just more comfortable for you.
Yeah.
Hey, but
this is the thing, is we hear this all the time.
Did the smaller guy work a little harder?
No, actually, they worked just as hard, and I could control. I guess I had an easier time controlling the smaller guy. The bigger one was just a little bit like it was kind of uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah, well, listen, you women, like when you get a dog, you want a little lap dog, something you can take with you shopping. You don't want
in your purse.
You don't want a mastiff dragging you around down the curb, and I think that's what it is.
Well, maybe. I don't know, but I just really wanted.
Hold on, did she say she was having sex with her dog?
No, you brought the dog thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I said, well, maybe.
I had a few drinks. I wasn't listening. Go ahead, Leslie.
No, that was my only question, if I should be concerned or not.
No, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
Are you using lubrication?
No, I don't need it.
Oh.
Sounds like maybe you do.
No, this is from her uterus. This is her uterus. This is the way up there action.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Hey, good times.
Thanks, Adam. Bye, Dr. Drew.
Bye, Leslie. You should come in here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, why don't we bring Aisha in here and have her sit down and chat? She's early. I mean, early into the show.
For this show. For this show. She's just earlier than most.
Right. This is Aisha Tyler from Talk Soup, and she got a new show. Hi. Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Good to see you again.
I don't think... Oh, you guys know each other?
We met each other the other day, yeah.
Where?
Breathe benefit, the breast cancer.
She was my
benefit.
new partner on stage.
Yeah, we have a little. I tried to do you as a sad
No, please,
paper
please.
tiger.
No.
There's still time to do me. Well, Drew, you got up on stage for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went up. We introduced Sugar Ray.
Oh,
Talked about boobs.
okay. So you didn't tell me that. You said you went to the concert.
I probably told you the whole thing. You just weren't listening.
You guys are like an old married couple.
Drew, don't make me sock your ass. You told me. I was surprised that you went to the concert.
I went. I said it's right up my alley. It was something I wanted to support. I introduced a band.
Okay,
He said with his wife
except for
in
the
the audience,
introduce the
it was very
band.
sweet.
All right, so here's let me figure that. Drew went, introduced a band, and went home. That's what happened.
Drew was rocking out. He was rocking out in the audience.
See?
Everybody was standing, and they were sitting and tapping. But it was a good show, wasn't
a
it?
great show.
It was
Fun.
Seal and Nick Acosta who just ripped it up, and Sugar Ray played, and
Aisha wet
Jurassic
herself
Five.
when she got to meet Tom Hanks.
Tom. I did quite literally almost be my
Oh,
pants.
really? You're a fan?
I mean, he's like the god of all comedians. That guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I met him, and he only knew me from these crappy 1-800-COLLECT commercials I did.
You're the phone dude.
Yeah, he goes, I know you, and I thought, oh,
You have this grand oeuvre.
He's a fan. He's a fan. You do those 1-800-COLLECT commercials. Like,
You have this body of work, and he's like, you're that phone guy.
I got a
Nice.
body of crap. Aisha, first off, Talk Soup. What, a year? Has it been a year?
It's been almost a year now. Yeah, totally.
You've fit in quite nicely over
Thank
there.
you.
It's seamless.
I like it. It's a really fun show to do, and we just screw around all day, and
Yeah.
it's great. I love it. It's a great job.
It's a good set over there.
Is that
Yeah.
guy, the big guy
Cool
sit
group of
under the
people.
camera and give you
Tom
the
McNamara, yeah. He's like the King Andy Richter. He's
Yeah.
like he's on fire. I love that guy. It's what it looks like. You've done it. You've come down and done the show before, right? Have you ever-
Did it a couple times. I think I did it with Drew.
Yeah, you guys came and did it together. That's awesome.
And I did it with my other partner, Jimmy, once. The one with me and Drew, we got into a little spat with
Did you fight
people
him?
there.
No, he got in a fight with
Oh, did you have some creative differences?
It's very similar to what I was telling you. We went out. They gave us a script to go out at this Breathe thing.
We did nothing on the script
and
at all.
I said, look, this is crap, and they want us to fill a few minutes. Just go out there and let's fill. And I'm used to this. I told you the
Yeah,
story about
totally.
Adam and the stuff he does. And this was another one of those things at Talk Soup where they gave us a lengthy script.
Yeah.
And Adam was, I'm not speaking a word of this. And they're like, oh yeah, you're reading this. No, I'm not. Remember this?
We have to lay a lot of pipe on that show.
No, I'm not a good reader. And I really am not.
Okay.
I'm not even functionally illiterate. I think I'm just illiterate. You don't hear about those people who are just
Just can't read anything.
yes,
illiterate.
they're shut-ins and illiterate.
Standing at the corner waiting for the post.
I am really illiterate, and when you have trouble reading a teleprompter when it's rolling on by, and trying to do ad libs, and
Totally.
trying to communicate with a partner, not just stare at the camera, but shift
Have a
your
dialogue and,
gaze
yeah.
to the partner and stuff. I said it's just going to be confusing. So I said, why don't you we do this for a living? Just clean off the teleprompter and just give us the beats.
Just give us the points
Tell
and-
us
yeah.
tell us the clip we're throwing it to. And they said, all right. I told them on the ride in, and then I told them when I got there, and then I told them when we sat down in the chair, and then there was that full teleprompter.
It's
Go.
funny because I think also in the period when they had all the celebrities coming in, there were so many people who needed so much hand-holding that they said, oh, he thinks he doesn't need to be held, but he needs to be held, because so many people came in and they're like, drunk and walking into walls and,
Right.
yeah. So
That was Adam.
yeah.
Coincidentally, that was.
Well, we're not any good, but I'm not any better with the teleprompters.
That wasn't gonna
basically
help
what
you
I'm
at
saying. And then I got on the air that night and may have brought it up, and I think they got highly offended.
Yeah.
But here's my whole take in life.
Okay.
When you tell somebody, hey, while you're driving in, hey, clear the teleprompter, and then you get there and you go, hey, clear the teleprompter, and then you sit down in the seat and you go, hey, clear the teleprompter, and they never clear the teleprompter, and then you get on the radio that night and you go, hey, they didn't clear the teleprompter, and then they get upset for you saying that. My attitude is, hey, kiss my ass.
I'm sure.
What, am I going to apologize for you not doing your job?
That's probably your
And then they
your
got up.
attitude in
They
many
got
situations.
upset, and we had a little run-in. But
Oh.
we're all back now,
We're all back on deck.
and the show looks great.
I really like doing it.
And we'll talk about the new show.
Yeah,
by
we have
the
a
way.
big a new show out. We can talk about that whenever you like. The Fifth Wheel, which is a lot of fun too. So I work every day of the week essentially.
Yeah, I just it's on Channel 9 out here. Is that KCAL? out here?
KCAL 9.
5 o'clock Monday through Friday. I think I have seen that.
It's in syndication, so it's different everywhere, but that's where it's on
It's
there.
it's new. It's new.
Yeah, it's
newly
from the people
on,
who
right?
do, very new, like last month, October, I guess, from the people who do Blind Date. But it's kind of like this Uber blind date with 5 people instead of 2.
And where do they get all these hot-looking people? And I was about to say chicks, but the guys
Even
are
the guys
good-looking,
are
too.
pretty hot, yeah.
Everyone is good-looking. I mean, Drew and I go to one of these colleges in Ohio. There's 2,000
It's like
people.
trolls and glass eyes.
Not one goddamn 5 amongst them.
People are carrying their own limbs into the room. Totally.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they should be ringing a bell up in the tower.
Like, tickety, tickety, tickety. Well, they cast it like hot people central, like they'll go to like bars on Sun. I mean, LA is kind of, people always say like everyone's so hot here. I just think hot people come here because I think they can get work.
Oh, absolutely.
So then you go to a bar in Hollywood and it's like a hot people concentrate. You know what I mean?
There's so many good-looking people who I
Yeah.
never see until I turn the TV on and realize I'm hanging out at the North Hollywood Home Depot. I guess
That's a bad. Yeah, that'd be your first mistake.
But
going over the hill is your first mistake.
Drew, you never go on an audition. If you ever go, like 10 years ago, I used to go on an audition, and I'm not going to get into this, but this was crazy. I used to go on these boxing auditions where like they needed a guy who could box. So you show up, and it's like
kind of look like a boxer
for Bally's. I used to teach boxing, so I'd show up. Yeah,
cool.
I don't look like a boxer, but I used to teach it. And so I'd go, what the hell? I'll go, maybe I'll get a job, be like a Bally's fitness commercial. There's 300 hot-looking people in one room. I'm like, where'd all you goddamn people come from?
Totally. It's funny, actually, what like how your level of hotness, like how your hotness quotient or your palate for hotness becomes much improved once you see a lot of hot people because they're not all so hot anymore. Like I think when, you know what I mean? Like at first, like, man, everyone's so hot, and they're like, that girl's implants are kind of on the lopsided side. She's kind of cockeyed, Then all of a sudden you're like very picky.
It's very relative.
It is. Well, I watch every single show because we write the shows and we all sit down and look at all the dates and go through the scripts and punch them up and stuff. And it's ugly in that room because there's so much trash talking. I don't mean to put anybody down. It's just like you see like 1,000 hot people and then you start to pick out like the imperfections, maybe just to make yourself feel better.
It's a chick thing, guys. We don't.
Oh, the dudes! You should see the other. I'm not going to say what show because I'll get in trouble. But there's a really, really hot girl on this one show, and she had the biggest boobs, and all the guys decided that it was just way too much boob. Like it was just a little, just would disturb you and kind of be discomfited. No, he's like, look at the looker. They could like kill me. They were kind of high. They looked like she could choke on him if she leaned down to tie a shoe.
Bouncy.
They were a little disturbing for everybody in the room.
Adam, you okay? You're right.
I don't know.
Are you okay?
I don't even know who these guys are. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable with this conversation. No, women constantly do that, and I like this too. I am totally not a catty. I have much respect to hot girls. Well,
I'll tell you that girl's got a huge rack. All my friends are guys. I'm like, dude, that girl's boobs are huge. She's got the biggest rack I've ever seen. Look at that all the time. I'm like the opposite of the C blocker.
But listen,
that girl's got a giant rack.
On a loop, please. Anderson, you got that? Oh, thank you.
You're a 6-foot ebony goddess. You can afford to be humble.
That's a new one. I like
short,
that.
squatty troll chick. Guys, we just go right in that he's gay. He's gay. Look at him. Come on, he shaves his chest. Come on, he's gay. Well, look, he may not know he's gay, and the supermodel he's banging doesn't know, but believe me, he's gay. Mm-hmm. All right. The worst thing, and then we're going to take some calls. I always like it when the girlfriend turns to you and goes, when you're looking at a super hot chick with the huge cans and goes, do you like that? and you got to like kind of... You go, you can't say no because that's unbelievable. Yeah. Obviously, you can't say yes. You go, I could see where some guys would be.
Yeah, exactly. You got to qualify it. Somewhere in the world, someone might find that attractive.
Meanwhile,
not me.
Your hand is inching down inside your underpants. It's like,
and there's a crowd forming.
You like that? You think that's sexy? You like that? I don't know. What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's mine. I don't even know.
Are we on? Because I want to tell you a really quick story. We did a show today where it was a great date where there were 2 very sweet girls and a really hot girl. And this guy had a choice between the hot girl and the sweet girl. And the hot girl was going to make out with him like right there. She's like, come, there's a room in the bus that you can go inside. It's like a bed and there's like a disco ball and everything and you can like go in there and fool around. And the hot girl goes and she's like, come on in and we can screw around. And the guy is like stuck like at the door, and he can't make the decision. And I guess I'm going to give it away because it's such a great ending when he ends up going for the sweet girl, because the girl's like, you can always get the hot girl, but the sweet girl doesn't come around that often.
How different looking are the hot?
The sweet girl was very sweet. She was beautiful, but she was, she was sweet. She wasn't like, she didn't have a huge rack. She wasn't
guys
panting
will take
to go.
Sweet and cute and beautiful. If there's no big difference.
Well, she didn't have a boil,
Guys get a little freaked out about overtly sexual, too.
Yes, it's a little intimidating, because you think maybe she's,
whatever,
got an extra special gift for you.
It just freaks them out. They just want to be like that.
Yeah, she was ready to go. And that room has cameras in it, but I think people, they think it doesn't, and they're like, no, there's no cameras in here. Meanwhile, we got like a little laparoscopy of their bum that we're...
An endoscope.
Exactly. A little colonoscopy. You won't feel a thing.
Nikki?
Yeah?
You're 16?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
It's a colposcopy in there.
Laparoscopy?
Colposcopy. It's down the vagina.
Oh, hey, I'm learning something new.
What's up there, Nikki?
Well, today was me and my boyfriend's 6-month anniversary, and, I started getting off the pill, so we haven't been having sex lately, because I don't want to get pregnant or anything.
Right.
Well, I had some leftover spermicide foam, like VCF or whatever, for prom, which was in May.
You're gonna use that as a contraception?
Yeah.
That doesn't work. It does not work. Does not work.
Oh, well, we used it tonight because I thought it would.
Well, then you get yourself the emergency contraceptive pill.
It's good.
No, I probably will. We're going to do that anyways.
Not probably. You got to get that tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
But, the problem was that we weren't sure, if it was expired or not, but, it started hurting him while we were doing it, and he said that, it kind of felt like he was getting soap inside.
Yeah, it can do that. It can cause a chemical irritation of the urethra.
Yeah, and then after we were done, he started getting, a stinging down there, and when I touched it, it would start stinging, and when he went to the bathroom, it started hurting even more. It got to really bad.
Well, he might need some antibiotics. It can cause a urethritis. It does nothing to do with it being outdated, probably.
How do you get the foam in there?
I don't know.
Applicator?
Well, wait a minute. You said you use the foam.
Yeah, I know. I got up there with an applicator.
All right. Well, there would be the answer. You you just foam yourself, some sort of inverted sundae,
like the way you would put a tampon in.
Yeah, it's like you put your tampon in.
I see. Oh, so I just think of the way I would put a tampon in, and that's how I.
Just how you would do that.
Right. Well, that's how the
that's how the creams
suppositories and the creams get in, but that's not how the foam gets in.
How's the foam get in?
Nikki, you're kind of making this one up, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Because I was a little disturbed the way you dismissed the need for the morning after pill. Yeah. Okay, I got to tell you the story. The most important part of this story is protecting the pregnancy.
Well,
getting rid of the pregnancy.
I went to Planned Parenthood, and the lady told me that I could have used that because I don't know, but that's what she told me.
No, it's not. You use it with a condom.
Oh.
You don't use it by itself.
I guess so.
Well, how do you put the foam in?
It just got a little squirter.
Now, isn't foam kind of supposed to be an additional, you use a condom and then and in case the condom breaks, the foam is there to kill any sperm.
And even then, it doesn't do much. It's just sort of an extra.
I thought it was just more of a fire retardant.
It does that too. It's good for fire extinguisher.
Okay. Hey, Nikki.
Yeah.
Get that morning after pill, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, do it right away.
Okay.
The sooner the better. The more effective it is, the sooner you take it.
The spermicide and the foam and everything, it's very misleading because a lot of people look at this as a form of contraception, and it doesn't seem to be.
Well, I overstate that. I keep saying it's zero. It's not zero. It's just not good.
Well, I mean, even 60% means 40%.
Did I say 60? Or
I'm assuming it's
that's
around
about
60%.
What it is. 67%, and that's not good enough for contraception.
Not good enough.
Hey, Amy.
Hi.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Hey, you're 32. What's up?
I just flipped on Aisha on Talk Soup because it seems like it's on every hour on the hour.
Sweet. That's how I like it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, to my question. I've waited 4 years to have this question answered.
4 years?
Wow, you're patient.
Well, I keep waiting for Adam to repeat himself. All right, sorry.
What is she talking about?
I don't know.
Because every time you stereotype people, you always seem to repeat it several shows later. Okay, my question is,
all right.
long time ago, you talked about...
Well, hold on a second.
How
dare you?
You insulted him. You insulted him, Amy.
What
Be
are you,
careful.
some kind of cracker bitch or something? You're all the same, you white chicks.
I think he's just going for the
yes, you
the insult again.
No, well, listen, if you're waiting for me to repeat myself, and I always seem to do it, then why did you have to wait 4 years?
That's why I'm calling in.
Amy, Adam prides himself in not repeating himself.
No, I do repeat myself, but what is her point? If I always repeat myself, why do you have to wait 4 years?
Okay, question is, You talk about fathers who work around metal.
Any guy who works around metal.
Okay, any guy who works around metal. What about fathers who are in real estate and drive Cadillacs?
What about them?
He had talked about...
let me tell you about real estate. Okay, real estate people are horrible people. They're horrible. They're right down there with travel agents. They're the male equivalent to the travel agent. And there's plenty of female real estate people, too, and they're always nuts. First off, I don't understand why they need their picture everywhere. Why do we got to look at the guy's headshot on a bench?
Well, especially when it's when it's like a glamour shot, when there's like a kind of like, they've greased out the lens and the hair's really big.
Yeah.
Something functional is fine, but I don't need you to like have a boa to sell me a house.
That's a great Simpsons
Connie
thing where
McDougal, the queen of Sherman Oaks.
First they took Vaseline and threw it on the lens.
Well, there's one woman who's always in the trades, like the reporter or whatever.
Yes.
Who has like herself in different poses, like they're full body shots, and she's like leaning, and then she's like on her hand, and she's pensive. It's just crazy.
This is what I was saying. Why not architects? Why not school teachers? Why not librarians? Why not construction workers? Who decided that realtors were the celebrities
of their field?
Of just the commerce world.
Yeah.
And by the way, none of them are attractive. If you hey, listen, if you're a piece of ass and that's what you're banking on, let's show
it. Right?
The worst thing is the couples.
Yes, where it's like there's one, the Dia and whatever the other guy's name's Ray, and they are always on the bus, on the bus stop.
But Amy, your question,
Marge and Donald Weinstein represent you.
It's always sisters too. It's very bizarre.
We have the golden touch. Ting.
I
find it bizarre. So I don't trust realtors.
Amy, your question is, what does that mean about your family of origin, or what your upbringing has been, or what kind of people your dad is?
It's better than metal.
What are you asking?
No, that was just, he had just stereotyped it. He just touched on it, like I said, a million shows ago. And
so now you're
guys who drive Cadillacs are pimps.
Now you're happy,
We've had
right?
That, right? That was the other part of it.
Well, realtors always think that they have to drive nice cars.
In the Midwest, though.
Thanks, idiot. Yes,
in the Midwest, though, the Cadillac has a different implication.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that would be a nice car.
Right.
For a pimp.
That was the Northeast.
That was like you've arrived.
Amy?
Well, you can't drive a nice German car in the Northeast.
No, that's true. They'd run you.
Plus, they think you're a communist.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, Amy?
What?
Are you good?
I'm very good.
All right, baby. What's your life like?
A lot better.
You got some kids?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact.
I smell some abuse in your past. Huh?
Ding.
By the
speed
Cadillac driving dad?
No, well, I guess more that was absenteeism. I guess abuse from my mom, but it was amazing when I started listening to your show and I had married the cross between my mother and my father.
Yes.
The alcoholic dad and the controlling mother. And now that I've finally gotten away from it, it's great, but unfortunately I do have 2 kids with him.
Well, what was your drug of choice?
For you?
What were you into?
Actually, no, really didn't do drugs.
You didn't get into anything?
No, when I just started smoking, I kind of realized that wasn't the path that I had wanted to go down.
All right.
So your drug of choice was alcoholic men.
Right. All right. So you're taking care of your kids now?
Bourbon? Oh, definitely.
All right. Good times.
My only problem is now, I still have, like I said, the ex in the picture here, who is almost insistent on sabotaging the family and sabotaging the kids. We have joint custody, and
you got to get him into some kind of recovery on behalf of your kids. You got to get him.
Absolute denial. The only thing that I can hope is that he listens to the show and, he thinks that it's all me.
All right.
Well, I'm sure you have a role to play here, as every couple each contributes. But he's an alcoholic, so something can be to there.
Yeah, just put a hit on him or something.
She seemed pretty self-aware.
Alicia, what's her name? Amy. She can go to Al-Anon. That's something you can do. And in fact, again, in my experience, the thing that has the greatest impact on getting an identified person to treatment is their important relationships going to Al-Anon.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. Aisha Tyler's here from Talk Soup and Fifth Wheel. We'll give you some more information where you can find that show, syndicated show, in a city and a time near you. We'll take a little break, and we'll come back with Travis, who's 18, wants to know if he should tell his tell his best friend's girlfriend that he's in love with her after this.
Oh, hi, this is Mike Ransom. This is Tim. And we're from Edema, and you're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. I thought you knew.
Yes, you is. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Aisha Tyler is here from Talk Soup on the fabulous E. I like to call it the Thong Network.
Yes.
Gets that station shows more ass and gets less crap for it than any other network.
We are softcore.
Everyone is so busy beating up on MTV and Comedy Central and all these other cable networks. They miss E because E is very clever. They go, oh, we're reporting.
Yes, I'm reporting on this hard news story from my thong.
From Brazil. From Sao Paulo.
That's right. There's this thing, it's called Carnival, and
everyone's naked.
These chicks, they put glue on their boobs and then put sprinkles on it. And they dance down the street doing the hoochie coochie, and this is a hard hitting topic.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a hard hitting news story.
Some cultural commentary.
Someone's got to cover this, you know. But it's wall to wall thong back, and no one ever says anything.
No, it's art, you know.
Genius.
It's nudity is art.
Genius. Also, Fifth Wheel, which is syndicated. It's out here on KCAL at 5, Monday through Friday. Mm-hmm. And you can go on a website, which is...
what is it?
Uh-oh.
That's pathetic that I don't know. I know. I need you to because, you know, I'm working all the time.
This is nationally, by the way, if you want to find out what time the show's on.
The website is not here, Lauren.
Well, you know what you can do?
www.the5th.wheeltv.com.
There you go. You can check that out. You can also go to AishaTyler.com and then click through to the Fifth Wheel website.
Travis?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yeah.
So you're in love with your best friend's girlfriend?
Yeah.
And how long have they been together?
Well, see, I guess like a couple months. Like 2 or 3 months.
So they're kind of new?
Yeah.
How long have you known her?
About the same.
You met her through him?
Yeah.
What do you hope to accomplish by telling her this?
BJ.
I just want her to know how much I care about her. But
now let's get honest here for a second. What's your fantasy about how this will go down? What will happen?
There's not really a fantasy.
Well, then don't tell her.
Yeah, if you don't have a goal, you're going to probably...
I just want to be with her. That's all.
Well, then your fantasy is that she'll leave her boyfriend and be with you?
Yeah.
You are an asshole.
What are you comfortable losing your friend?
Not just losing him, but screwing him over.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's like what I was like hoping to accomplish by this question is like, I have a feeling she knows, but I don't want to rush to it and go, you know what, I love you, I care about you, and then have her totally flip out and me lose a friend over it, you know, because I do consider
or maybe lose both of them because she's uncomfortable around you and she tells your buddy and then they both...
Yeah.
So she has a boyfriend. She's not available right now.
Yeah.
For you to say something like, boy, you know, slip in, boy, if you ever were available...
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd be. You know,
yeah, I mean,
well, that's the same.
But that's
not the same.
It's kind of harmless. It's like putting it out there and respecting the boundaries.
Drew's done it a few times.
Well, from the girl's perspective, like if a guy professes his undying love to you and you don't feel the same way, then you're creeped out. But if a guy says, "I think you're really cool, I like you a lot," you know, if you and him don't work out, you know, look me up. That's safe, and then she makes the choice. But
it's respectful too of the situation.
Yeah.
All right. I still say it's the same difference. But hey, Travis.
Yeah.
You do think she has some interest in you?
Yeah, it's just, you know, her and I have a lot in common.
Yeah, but she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, like your best friend.
Yeah, she has a boyfriend, and that's reality. Mm-hmm. And until that's over...
Hold on a second. Drew, what's up with you tonight? Relax over there. Let the goddamn guy talk. Hey, you're beating the crap out of this guy.
Because he's going to go screw...
Well, I said, like, you know, how they get along or whatever, and he pipes up with a syllable and a half, and you start beating him.
That's why I'm calling, so, you know...
It's none of Travis's business how they're doing, though. The fact is... If it doesn't work out, he should swoop in. The question should be, how long should he wait before he swoops in?
Listen, here's what happens all the time in relationships. People get together, and they're sort of into each other, but not that much. And then this other person comes along, happens to be a friend because they're in the clique, and they run off and have a long relationship. I'm not saying this is going to happen with Travis, but it happens all the time, and you quickly forget about the first person who was there for 8 weeks. Now, but here's the other thing. Has this guy told you about what he's done with her sexually?
No, he hasn't.
What kind of friend is this? I don't trust this guy. Okay, Travis, we're done with you. But
I'll say this, Travis. Hang back and just be a good friend to her, because I'm married, and I've been with my husband for a long time, and I was dating his best friend when we met. And we got to be, hey, I'm laying it all out on the table tonight. And he and I were friends, and we were friends, and he was a good friend to me until that relationship ended, and then he swooped. And he did not...
Superman of the thing.
Yeah, he was, because he was there for me when his buddy was being a jerk.
How long did he wait?
4 days.
Like a month and a half. And the other guy was being a real jerk to me.
No. How long was he just a friend hanging around?
Oh, he was a friend for like a year. And then me and the other guy weren't working out. He could see that. And so whenever I needed to cry, he was conveniently there. He played it really smooth. And then when the other guy went away, I looked up and there he was. And so then I was able to come to that relationship on my own. If he had told me he loved me, like in the middle, I would have been completely creeped out and I probably would have blown him off.
But as a woman, you knew that you had the injured reserve there. I mean, you knew.
I don't think I knew he. I don't think I knew he liked me. Well, maybe deep down inside.
You knew you could go to the bullpen as soon as you're ready to yank the starting pitcher.
Possibly, but I trusted him.
Yeah, listen. You just have to cover yourself on paper, and that's what you two are saying, and that's what Drew's saying too. Yeah. So do that. I'm into you, but I don't want to break things up. But if things go wrong, give me a call.
That's the Mac way to do it.
By the way, Todd's gay. Tony?
Todd? Travis, you mean?
No, I mean Todd.
The other guy?
Yeah, the other guy.
Okay.
Oh.
Thanks, Drew.
He said his name was Todd?
No, I had to come up with a name. And I didn't want to use my friend, the guy you're dating, is gay. Comically, Aisha was right with me on that. Jesus Christ. Who's the smart one here? Tony?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I was doing the voice of...
Tony.
Tony, you're 27.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up?
Oh, all right. I didn't know I was on. Well, I have a problem, with drugs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been going on for a while. Yeah, well, I already went to a kind of, what is it, like a detox kind of thing. I stood there 2 months, and when I came out, I was fine for maybe 7-8 months. And then, slowly went back.
Did you work a program during that 7 months?
Well, I did the 12-step program, and,
You had a sponsor?
No, I didn't go that far to get a sponsor.
Well, wait a minute. How'd you work the steps without a sponsor?
Well, I was going to some classes.
Wait a minute.
You're just going to meetings.
No.
Yes,
no sponsor, no treatment. It's very simple. If you didn't have a sponsor, you were not participating in any kind of recovery program. How did you spend 2 months in a rehab and not get that message? So really, Tony, you've never really gotten into the process of treatment and recovery.
No, I have.
No, you haven't. You didn't get a sponsor. You don't even start the process till you get a relationship with a sponsor.
Well, okay, Tony?
Yeah.
Don't defend yourself because you're high on crank right now, right?
No, I'm not right now.
All right, but you're doing crank, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of the ultimate.
No, right now I'm not. I'm just nervous.
Okay, but that's the bottom line. So don't bother arguing with Drew.
Okay, no, yeah.
Get yourself a sponsor. Get to the program. Get yourself a sponsor. Start actually working the steps.
Yeah, because
and see what happens.
How can I go by doing that, or where do I start?
Go to NA. Walk up to somebody. Say, I need a sponsor. I need help. And start.
Go back to your rehab center. Ask for help there.
Start following direction. Not thinking for yourself. Your brain is on drugs. It's going to make bad choices all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's I know it's been little here and there, and then I notice it. I'm starting to mess up. All
right. Well, get back to NA. Get a sponsor. Sit down. Shut up. Listen. Take direction. That's all you got to do.
And you need somebody in your life who understands what you're going through and that you can't lie to. And the only person you can do that with is somebody who's been through it. So you need that person in your life.
I thought you were going to say God, and I almost about I was going to have to do that thing right now in my head.
Yes, and then run for the door.
Tony, that's it. Go to NA.
Yeah, more program.
Buddy?
Well, actually, finally in the program. You tried it your way, it doesn't work.
Pick yourself
Sit your moist ass down.
Pick up
Sit your moist ass down.
I think crank addicts kind of have a dry, flaky
ass.
Yeah, more of a
flaky, nice.
Yes, they need.
Where's the vomit?
Or maybe little zitty. Crank, I think, tends to be the zit drug.
It's picker syndrome. They pick until they get ulcers.
Oy.
So that's not actually zits.
Just open ulcers, self-inflicted ulcers. That's awesome.
That's an attractive
They
believe
drug.
There's a hair in there. There's
they
glass
dig at
in there,
it and
dig until they get an ulcer.
What happened to the good old days when you just organized your CD collection? You know what I mean? Why, no, it's got to be picking at your flesh. I don't understand that. Or your albums.
Yeah, our day was nylon too.
Yeah, the old vinyl.
It is. I think the ugliest drug, the crank is. Yeah,
it's made from like poop in the inside of aluminum cans. I mean, it's like made from horrible things.
It's made from elf poop, isn't it?
Elf poop. Well, it's the best kind of poop, but it's still poop.
It's just an ugly drug. I mean, it turns people ugly.
The Keebler crank is a little better.
That's the high test.
Great.
But it's like bleach and aluminum cans, and it's just horrible stuff.
It's bad times. I don't understand how you get hooked on this stuff personally.
It's cheap.
Yeah, well, listen, Der Wiener Schnitzel's cheap. I don't like that crap. I'm sure they're a sponsor.
If you could find one.
Yeah, most people, a lot of people that are aside from using drugs to help function, so it's to study or drive a truck or stay up all night. That's one way you get on speed. The other way is it's self-medication, trying to feel better. And once it gets good, it corrects depression.
Have you done crank?
No, never tried it.
Seriously,
dude.
Aisha? A little bit.
Watch my show.
Okay. Okay. So you were strung out on crank for a number of years.
I was not.
You know what I'm talking about.
I did know people in high school.
Turn a
who
few
did
tricks
crank
to support her habit.
Yes. When I was at Dartmouth, I was turning tricks in the library.
Long story.
I did not do any, but I did know people in high school who did crank, and only the gold for me.
I have done this crank. It just you do 2 lines and you don't go to bed. And by 4 in the afternoon the following day, when you have not slept at all, your head is throbbing. You feel like fried.
And then that's when the addict starts doing more crank. Because there's that superhero feeling, I imagine, where you just feel like you're bulletproof. I think people get addicted to that too.
Some of that.
Could not imagine doing more after that. All I wanted to do was sleep, and then do some coke.
You pansy.
Okay, we're going to take ourselves a little break. Aisha Tyler's here from Talk Soup and Fifth Wheel, and we'll be back. Hey, everybody, Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Dr. Drew over there. Aisha Tyler's our guest tonight.
What's up?
She's the very tall, cool drink of water from Talk Soup, and also Fifth Wheel. Check it up, mug it up, mug it up, mug it up.
I love this song. I have no idea what they're saying.
Mug it up, mug it up, mug it up, dig it, mug it up.
You wanted to. Only one I know is you wanted to. Leave the keys on the table. You wanted to. Put some makeup on your face. You wanted to. What does it have to do with chop suey? Nothing, I imagine, which is the joke.
Mugga, 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 mugga.
No.
Yeah, this is mugga mugga, isn't it?
The only line in the whole song. You wanted to, and I don't know what he's referring to. It's just
well, it's cool. It says chicken and mugga, mugga, chicken and
They're scatting.
Yes. So the guys from the valley scatting.
Some Armenian guys from the valley scatting.
It sounds good when she does it. That's the problem.
She sounds like Ella Fitzgerald.
There it is. Mugga.
There it is.
Mugga.
Mugga, 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 mugga.
Mao!
Mao.
So clearly they're Chinese communists. Mao! Or they want you to fire in a game of Russian roulette. I don't know.
I remember that. See, Drew has no idea what you're talking about.
With Mao.
He doesn't know the deer hunter. He doesn't know.
I do.
But you weren't able to associate that.
I wasn't listening.
That's the beauty of Drew.
He wasn't even facing forward just then.
Jeff,
thinking about my back.
You're 35. What's up?
Man, good evening, everybody.
Hey.
Love your show. Love both your shows.
Thank you.
Pleasure to talk to all of you.
Thanks.
I had 2 questions. First, I wanted to ask Aisha. I read in the bio somewhere that you used to do stand-up. Is that correct?
I still do stand-up. Yeah, I'm a stand-up comedian.
Are you planning on doing any stand-up in any comedy clubs in the near future?
Yeah, I'm dying to. And because I do 2 shows now, I shoot 6 days a week, and I'm pooped. But I really want to do an HBO special or some kind of special next year, so my plan is to get back into the clubs really, really soon. And I work at the Improv every once in a while on Melrose here in L.A. Was I Latino for a minute? Melrose! I don't know where that came from. But you can check out my website, which is www.aishatyler.com. There's 3 W's in there. And that'll have my schedule. Like, anytime I am going out, I always put it on there, and you can come see me.
Great. You could come to Frisco?
I'm from San Francisco. That's my hometown.
He's calling from Frisco.
From
by the way.
Frisco.
Yeah.
Sweet. Snap.
He's not from Los Angeles.
So yeah, keep an eye out because that's my hometown, and I'd love to come back up and work the Punchline sometime. And I just don't get to travel that much, But when Fifth Wheel goes on hiatus in the spring, I might try to take some time off.
Yeah, you had an illustrious career up in San Francisco in stand-up, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, you were.
Kill myself.
What's that?
No, it's awesome.
Oh no, that's right. You almost drove off the boat.
Did you, Adam? Did you do stand-up? I should know more about your life. I want to know right now.
10 minutes worth, and
Let me tell you that the first, like when you first start out, like the first 5 years of stand-up is just horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it gets better after that.
Does it?
Yeah, if you can gut it out for the first 5 years, it starts to get good.
I never got to that.
Yeah, that's stand-up is as much about just lasting as it is about being funny. I think you got to gut it out. It's no fun though.
Yeah, you got to kind of log your minutes on stage.
Yeah, you do.
Right?
You really do. And you reach that point. It's like a beating where all of a sudden the beating kind of feels a little good, and that's when you're on your way. It was like when I started thinking it was funny when I got no laughs. I knew I was a real comedian. I was like, nobody laughed at anything I said tonight. It was hilarious. Just like that. And I told my friends about it. Dude, I had the worst set of my life. It was great. If you can relish the worst parts of it, then it gets better after that.
Yeah. I feel that about this job. Joey?
Yeah.
You're 25?
Yeah.
Nobody's listening.
What's wrong with you?
What's up, Drew?
Hey, Joey, what's going on?
Hey, man, I've had this problem. I'm 25 now. I've been running, I've been banging since I was about 15, and I just can't seem to stay with the same vagina. You know what I mean?
How about mouth? Can you stick with the same mouth? I'm the same way.
What if mouth and vagina came in the same organism?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, an organism with a mouth
that.
and a vagina.
Yeah. Like something you could flip over with a mouth on one side, like a reversible windbreaker.
Then you'd
vagina
never
on the
leave
other.
the house, and you'd have all kinds of wet sores.
Yeah, I can't hang with the same vagina either, but I can hang with the same mouth. It's the way I am. And it does present problems. Hey, Joey? Joey, turn your radio down, genius.
Hey, Joe, I suspect you have trouble in relationships all around.
Yes, I basically do.
Yeah.
It's a big problem. I can't stay with the same one,
It's not about staying. How about...
I really don't care if fat, ugly...
here's what's going to happen. Yeah, I know.
He's a blowhard.
I know, but here's what's going to happen to him. He's going to get involved with someone, and he's going to become like a stalker. When she wakes up to who he is and goes, oh, enough of this, fat. Now we have a stalker.
All right, let me just say something. Listen, there's a lot of you guys out there that are dicks, and you have no idea. And I see you all over the place. The guys with the, you got like the Daryl Earnhardt belt buckle on, or Daryl Waltrip belt buckle, and you got the boots, and you got the mullet hairdo, and you sound like Joey does. And everyone just reel it in just a little bit, please. Please.
Just for Adam.
Joey,
please,
yeah,
take it down.
really. Joey.
Take it down 1,000.
Joey, just relax, okay?
Calm down.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk to Beverly.
Hi.
You're 14. What's up?
Yeah, I wanted to know, I've been taking Celexa for a while, and I've done marijuana a few times, and I want to know if that can cause any problems.
What does a few times mean?
Like 3 or 4.
No, it's going to work against your Celexa a little bit. And if you're doing it once every couple of weeks, it might do something to a 14-year-old brain. And it certainly would, again, negate to some extent the Celexa. But 3 exposures, no, nothing.
What's the Celexa for? Depression?
Depression,
yeah. Yeah.
How are you doing?
Better.
Good.
All right. So stick with that Celexa and don't smoke the weed.
Because pot can kind of have a depressive effect on a person. You'd say we just counteract the drugs a little bit.
How about brownies?
It make you depressed too. If you're trying to fight depression and you're taking a drug that depresses you, you're not really helping yourself.
Well, here's the policy. If you're on drugs, you can't take drugs. I mean, if you're being prescribed drugs, now you can no longer do drugs.
Right.
So it's one or the other.
There you go.
And I chose not to be prescribed drugs so that I was free to do drugs.
Yeah,
that was my choice.
That's nice.
Well, I haven't felt any depression, after I took it.
No, you're fine. You're fine. 3 exposures, no big deal.
Oh, okay.
But no more.
Don't smoke pot.
All right. Let's say hi to Marco. Marco?
Hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
What's up? How often do you get the polo thing? A lot?
Every time I meet someone new.
Yeah.
Sweet. What's up, Marco Polo?
What's that?
What's going on?
Hey, I was wondering if a guy has a wart on one of his fingers, can he give genital warts to a girl?
It's a possibility, but it's not usually what happens.
Nah, it's impossible.
Are they different? Aren't they different?
Yeah, they
viruses?
can be. They usually are.
Impossible.
So it can happen.
You can't.
Don't just go rubbing your wart all over your girl's poon, but yeah, I'm just saying, don't just try to like have a little home experiment.
Where did Aisha say she went to finishing school?
Yeah.
You don't understand. I'm a comedian. All of my friends are guys, and occasionally the lexicon creeps in. The point is, don't just try to don't be rubbing it all on there.
Right.
Use a different.
I mean, I don't do that. She just noticed that I have a wart on my finger, and she got worried about it.
Yeah.
She did. Is that your poonin' finger?
Yeah, it just might be.
It's good to keep one finger fresh for poonin'.
Yeah,
Just
learn to be ambidextrous with the poon finger. Get another poon
Switch
finger
it.
going.
Yeah.
Switch them up.
My poon finger, I always keep the nail trimmed.
Nice and
I keep
trimmed.
the cuticle
No
pushed back.
hangnails.
I buff the nail.
Nice.
And it smells of lilacs. The poonin' finger. Yeah.
That's inviting to a girl if she's a lilac-smelling poon finger.
You want to smell my poon finger?
No, thank you.
It's
I got
good.
one at home.
All right, I bet it's not as good as mine.
And we're
We
going
may
to break.
never know.
My poon finger is it's almost
no.
new. It's got almost no mileage on it.
Sweet.
Jeez, this could be a new James Bond film.
Poon finger is the man with the golden wart. All right,
He'll touch you. All right, I couldn't think of anything that would
We'll
rhyme.
take a little break, Shirley, and we'll be right back. Hey, everybody. We're back with more Loveline. Tori Amos is going to be in here tomorrow night. Always a pleasure to see her. Who's here tonight? Oh, Aisha Tyler. Yes, that little brain freeze
Hey, I'm
there.
right here. All right.
There she is. Host of Talk Soup, of course, on E! all the time. Mm-hmm. I don't even know when the normal airing is. It's just on.
Actually, the normal airing is Monday, right after Howard at midnight, and then Tuesday through Friday at 1 o'clock.
And it just seems...
And then other times.
It's just on.
It's on.
And Fifth Wheel, which is out here in Southern California, is on KCAL 9 at 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday. And it's a syndicated show, but it's probably on...
It's on everywhere.
Everywhere, and somewhere between...
It's usually 5 and like it either comes on between like 3 and 7, or and then some markets it comes on again like around 11 or 12, after the news.
You can check your local listings.
Check
on
it
that.
out. It's I think of all the dating shows, it's the most clever.
Well, yeah, but you would think that.
Well, actually, I will say I'm clever, yes, but
Right.
it's actually clever even when I'm not on the screen. It's a clever little show.
Bo,
Yeah.
you have a question for Aisha?
Well, I just wanted to comment on what she said about how she met her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want guys to go out there thinking if they play the therapist role, it's going to work. Because that's the worst thing you can do.
Well, if you really care about a girl, then you do it. If you're just trying to break it off, don't bother. No.
You just end up good friends then. I've seen it not work.
And we normally discourage that, Bo. If you heard us talk about playing that role, we tell you guys not to do that. Generally.
Well, now, I'm not saying that if you like a girl and she doesn't... And I'm talking about a single girl. If you like a single girl and you try to be her friend because you think you're eventually going to break off, don't bother. I'm not recommending that at all. I'm saying if you like a girl and she's with someone and you go and you try to stick, if you try to stick yourself in there, you're gonna get your nose cut off.
We kind of look at
With that anyway, with trying to break somebody up.
So, but if you like, I would never say to a guy, "Oh, kick it with a girl and try to change her mind." That's a waste of everybody's time, and I won't lie to you. But in my case, he was a nice guy, and he didn't try to push, and then it worked out.
We just see it as a diabolical quality in men that they
they try to be friends.
They
and
linger around. They wait like a lion in the brush, just waiting for the gazelle to break its ankle. Pow! while women, the other hand, as soon as the gazelle is injured, they're like, "Fah."
Yes, this is true. As soon as the guy is weak, we're off to the bigger better
game.
deal. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, no. I really. It's true. Women don't find that sexy either. We don't find lurking sexy.
No, but if you lurk properly, you're not aware of the lurking.
Yeah, the lurking should be just...
That's part of the lurking.
Yes, that's true. If you lurk like a Mac, you'll break off. If you lurk like a creep, then you'll just get smacked.
I don't know. I think it can be done properly maybe 2% of the time.
Were you burned in this case?
No, I don't do it.
All right, well then quiet down. Bo, she's showing far too much interest in something he's not personally connected to. I don't know what his agenda is, but he doesn't seem to have one, so let's move on. Eric?
Hello?
You're 18.
Yeah.
What's up?
I had a question. I wanted to get with this girl, and she's 23, and I'm 18.
Does she want to get with you?
Yeah, she totally digs me. She gives me attention and whatnot, and I'm like 5'8", 130, you know, average guy. And I want to know how.
Hold on, that's average chick or average jockey. That's
also,
not average guy.
I want to read the thought bubble over his head. What led to that? You know,
the 5'8", 130.
Yeah, why did he share that with us?
That was
she dances. She's a dancer.
And you hang around?
I'm actually a DJ, and I met her at this party where she was breakdancing. And from there, I asked her name. And
Well, what year are we in? 1986, 87? Where are we now? I got lost. The average size of man was 130 pounds. Breakdancing was in vogue. What period of history are we in?
Somewhere around 1280 and
Crush grooving.
1280s and 1984.
Body moving.
Yeah, you put that cardboard down, and she does that. Yeah. Listen, I like breakdancing. By the way, as a guy who can't dance, I appreciate that as a legitimate form of dancing.
It's making a comeback.
Completely entertained by it. I love the spin on the head.
Yeah,
that's
my
my favorite. Yeah. I can do that, but I need two guys to help me.
Some spotters.
No, they actually hold my feet and walk in a circle while I complain about my head. It doesn't come across as good. Hey, Eric?
Yeah.
You know she likes you.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the problem?
I'm trying different angles to try to get her attention.
Well, wait a minute. I thought you said she liked you.
Yeah, she likes me, but
well, why do you have to get her attention? She's already into you.
Actually, she lives like in the other side of town.
Oh boy.
And it's hard for me to just get her down and hold her down and
hold her down.
You get some duct tape and an ether rag. You put her in the trunk of your car. You take her out to the woods.
Do you have a car?
No.
Oh, see, this is the truth, is that you can't get to where she is and you can't get her to come to where you are.
Well, the truth is she's not interested in Eric.
Maybe she does like you, but if you're 5 years younger than her and you don't have a car, you're kind of playing poker with no cards.
Well, let me say this. The age difference can be overcome if you don't ride a moped and wear a wind-up beanie. The whole thing is you could be a couple years younger than a woman, but you have to look, seem, act, and have the tools of an older guy, and then it's erased. But if you don't have a car, then it underscores it.
Yeah. And
you might as well be in junior high at this point.
He is in high school.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I corrected myself. I was saying high school, and then I realized he's
Girls can be pretty
senior.
open-minded, but they don't want to babysit.
Right. Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
How far away from you does she live?
It would take me like a train ride.
Oh,
boy.
Oh, well, that...
Find a nice breaking girl in your own town.
Hold on a second. How far away? Because you're in San Fran, right?
Yeah.
You got the BART over there.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything.
Where does she live? What town does she live in?
She lives in North Beach. I live in Bruno Heights.
Oh, that's not that far away. Get on the Muni with your $5 pass having self.
Yeah, Eric, I think you don't believe that she likes you. You could just go find out next time she's breakdancing, all right?
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right there, buddy.
Thanks.
Yeah. Erroneous Eric over here.
Non-question. Yeah.
The guys are retards. I'm 5'1", 105, average size guy. 18. I got this 23. She's hot for me.
Never spoke to her.
Yeah,
I see her making eyes though. She act like she's not looking at me, but she's looking at me.
I was going to ride my scooter over to her place and ring the little bell on the handlebars so she'd come down.
Not even like a moped, like the scooter where you have to start it with your foot.
Yeah, the razor.
I'm talking about the razor.
Exactly, the motorized razor.
I was talking about the apple crate that's nailed to the skateboard.
With the roller skate wheels on the bottom?
Yeah, I'm talking Back to the Future here. All right. Evan?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yeah.
What's up?
I'll be going away to college probably next year in September.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm either going out of state to Boulder or down to Southern California, and I live in Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, right outside San Francisco. And my parents got divorced when I was 7 years old. They live 2 miles apart now, but my dad remarried when I was 13. And I kind of resented my dad and my stepmom for the past 4 years and brought a lot of negative feelings into the house.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm going to go away for college, I'm starting to regret that I did all that for 4 years, and that I'm really going to miss that household.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
That's a healthy impulse.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how to present that to my parents and apologize to them though, because it's like,
this is your dad and your stepmom.
Yeah.
You don't have to make a formal declaration. Just be nice.
If they knew that you were happy and you'd had a change of your sort of attitude and that you were looking forward to your future and that you were sort of getting your ducks lined up, that'll make them happy.
And you know what? You can just tell them you love them and you're going to miss them.
Yeah, that's it. That is it.
Well, it boils down to another smaller thing too about my stepmom. I like them both, but my stepmom is really kind of the antithesis of what I am. She didn't go to college. She's not an intelligent person. My dad went to Cal Berkeley. He's a really smart guy, and I've always thought that I don't think she was right for him. And if I lower myself to her, it's kind of like I'm submitting, and I don't really want to give her that. I mean,
wait a minute. Whoa. This isn't about you.
You punch that bitch in the stomach and move on.
You need to accept. It's not about submitting. It's about accepting your dad as a separate person with his own separate...
I thought this guy wanted to apologize.
I know, but he's struggling with this. And your dad chose this person, and that's what your dad did. That's him.
What's up with your stepmom? So she's not a genius.
Well, it's not even that she's...
Is she good looking?
Intelligence did she what?
Is she like a trophy wife?
She was a maid of Alameda, which is like a beauty pageant winner. She married, her first husband was 21 years older than her, and she lived in a country club for 16 years. And then got divorced and married my dad.
Gold digger.
Is that how you feel? Do you feel like she married your dad for money?
I don't want to say that because I think she's a nice person, but it's just
really
her.
How old is she?
She's 43 now.
Okay, and your dad, you sound like you're upset about the divorce.
Yeah, you were resentful of the stepmom trying to replace your mom.
Dad. First off, you should be angry at your genius dad who dumped your mom and went out and got the ditzy trophy wife. So if you have anger, that's where it should be placed, not at the person that he went and got, but the fact that he dumped your mom and went and got her. That's where the anger should be.
I think going away to college is a perfect time.
Yeah.
My parents are divorced, and when I went to school, I was really mad at my dad, and I just realized that I was a grown-up and he was a grown-up, and I could spend my whole life being pissed at him, or I could just let it go and have my dad in my life in some capacity. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I think when you're younger, you think your parents are perfect, and when you become an adult, you realize they're just like you, and they screw up just like you, and they make good and bad choices just like you. So if you want that anger out of your life, just let it go. Just let your dad be married to the broad you don't like and say...
The one that he wants.
Yeah, he wants to be with her, and even if he made a mistake, that's his mistake to make, and go off to college and start drinking beer.
It's not about you.
I have the same story. I was pretty angry at Aisha's dad.
He's good
when
at that.
I went off to college. Yeah, I started to be mad at my dad, and he said, "What about Aisha's dad?" And I said, "You're right."
That guy.
He deflected and got pissed at him.
Then your dad said, what about the college thing?
And then you said, "Oh, beer. Damn."
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I was so much happier after I let all of that stuff go, and my relationship with my dad is so great now, and I don't, you don't go around judging your friends for who they hook up with, so just let your dad.
Do, but you let it go.
But you let it go. If your buddy's hooking up with a hag or a really bitchy girl, you give him some trouble for it, and then you let it go. Just let it go.
Hey, Evan.
Yeah.
If you want to apologize, just apologize. But I say you don't have to do it formally. Just make nice for the next few months and then go off to college. But if you're angry, why don't you be angry at your dad for hooking up with this gold digger, all right? And stop taking it out on her?
Yeah, but I'm not angry at my dad. I mean, my dad...
I know you're angry at her.
Well, I'm angry at the whole situation.
Was she mean to you?
You sound angry at her.
I am angry at her.
Did she do something to you?
Well, what it is it's the way I'm treated in the household is part of it too. There's a whole bunch of little intangibles that go into it, but she brought 3 of her own kids to the marriage who were raised in a very, very rich family, and my mom and my dad weren't exactly a wealthy couple, and I wasn't raised in the kind of wealth that they were raised in. And there's a huge level of there's a big injustice in the house where I'm treated differently than her kids are.
All right, but you're going off to college. Who's paying for that?
The Marines.
Okay. Really? Why, you're ROTC?
I'm an NROTC applicant, and I'm
Good
very
times.
excited about it.
All right, listen, your dad's a joker. She's a gold digger. She's got these kids. She likes them more than you. Go off to college and forget about it.
Yeah, just let it go.
You're gonna be at school for 3 months and you won't even remember your parents' names.
Semper Fi.
He started off with he wanted to apologize, and then he got into I want to hire a drifter to kill my stepmom. He's angry.
He's struggling. He's
Oh, the
struggling.
He's angry.
He's on his way. He's doing okay.
Don't think so much.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Do a bong load and crack like a Mickey's Big Mouth and go to the park.
Oh, 1987 was a good year.
April,
Yes.
you're 22?
Yes, I am.
What's up?
Well, I want to let you know I listen to your show all the time. Love it.
Thank you.
But I'm calling because I'm into porn. I've recently gotten into porn.
Thank you.
I mean, you watch it?
No, I have always watched it.
What do you mean? What do you mean always? Starting when?
I'm sorry?
How old were you when you first were exposed to it?
Well, I saw it like on Cinemax when I was like 8.
Yeah.
But I started watching them when I was like 12 and was a virgin.
That's a common history in people that get in porn. There's a lot of that kind of material around the household.
Well,
And-
are you doing?
No, my parents were really good about not letting me see things. I always saw them when my babysitters were over.
Okay, are you doing porn movies?
Yeah, I make porn movies.
You make them.
You act in them?
You're a sex
Yeah,
worker?
I'm an actress.
Okay.
But I haven't made that many, and I don't do it for the money. And I'm wondering if I'm
Right.
seriously messed up in the head, if I need counseling. Cause
Well, what
I'm
are you doing it for? The craft service?
No, I have so much fun. I really do.
Oh, really?
Having sex with strangers?
I'm sorry?
Having sex with strangers is fun?
It's not so much with strangers. It's I just really enjoy having sex. I like being videotaped.
Okay.
Stinking whore.
So you get off on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flips. Now, how do you feel about your dad?
Well, I told my dad what I did.
Oh, so you hate him.
And no, he actually supported me. He was really angry at first.
Yeah,
And,
but
he's like, "Why are you doing this?" And
we're not asking. We're not asking what his reaction was.
Okay.
We're asking what you feel about him, what he did to you when you were growing up.
Well, it's he left me and my mom, but and I was raised by my stepdad. But he came back into my life,
Right.
apologized, and
No, forget the present.
Too
Forget
little,
it.
too late.
Yeah, too late.
Payback time for Pops. And by the way, this is, fellas, you neglect your little girl.
This is what happens.
Yeah. Fellas, you screw with your son, maybe he does a radio show and calls you a pussy. You big puss, you hear me, you pussy? That's the worst thing you're going to get. But you screw your girl, she does porn and then tells you about it.
Yeah.
So you're angry at your dad, right?
yeah, I was a kid
Okay.
growing up.
All right,
so
well,
now,
there you go.
Now you paid him back.
You've figured out a way to act that out now.
So now
Is that
what?
what I'm doing? Should I
Yeah.
go to counseling and stop this?
I'd say so. Don't
You're-
stop. Just go to counseling.
You're going to have trouble having real relationship with men. It's going to be very difficult for you.
And
I used to be clingy. I couldn't be alone before.
Yeah, that is a very bad sign.
And here's the deal. I know a lot of people are listening going, oh, boy, she's mad at Daddy. We hear that every time, and these guys say that every call and all that. The fact that you told him is the part that makes us know that.
Yeah.
And you did your work. I mean, he hurt you. You hurt him. Now you're continuing to hurt yourself to hurt him or to act something out.
Yeah.
And why do it? It's dragging you down.
I like it, but I'm really big on family, so I'm only doing it for a short time.
The longer you...
Because I want children, I don't want them to find out about that.
Yeah, and the longer you do it, the more you hurt your chances of having any kind of a normal family life or any kind of normal relationship with a man who would stick around long enough to help you raise your kids.
Do you have panic attacks or depression?
No, I don't have panic attacks. I don't have depression. I'm a real people person.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have depression when I was younger, and I went to counseling for a while and talked with a counselor. She wasn't exactly a therapist. She was a child counselor of some sort.
All right.
And she told me to just talk out what I felt, whether I was justified in feeling it or not. She said to just talk.
All right, that's good. That's a start.
And I was mad at my mom. I was to tell her that I was mad at you for this.
Yeah, but there's problems you have with your sense of yourself, this feeling of emptiness and lack of a understanding of who you are, and that feeling of being unable to be alone. Those are all signs that you need some more work.
maybe also getting some kind of personal value. I mean, I think sometimes people do these things so they think it makes them feel valuable. Or this is not meaningful work. It's completely interchangeable. And, in fact, the longer you do it, the less value you have. In your own eyes and the eyes of others. And you're just diminishing your worth by doing this. And in the end, you're going to be, all used up.
Well, I don't want to deny you, but your stock has gone up in my book after doing the form. So you keep going, baby. John?
Hey, guys.
Hey, you're 27. What's up?
Hey, Aisha.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it's good to see you being the host of the new show. After
Thank
John
you.
Henson, I didn't think they would get anyone to actually replace you that would do the job.
Thank you.
Got a quick Adam Carolla impression here.
Hold on. What did that mean? They wouldn't get anyone to...
He means
Replace
replace
John.
John Henson was the man.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, Adam, when are you going to host Saturday Night Live? This show is dragging you down. You're such a big star after that Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
You were the star of the Hugh Hefner's Friars Roast. If you don't know that, I'm sure you do.
No, I don't know that, but thank you. I thought Jimmy was a star. That did a wonderful job.
No, Jimmy was great, but the Jizz Rag...
Oh, yeah.
That pushed you over the top.
Stroke of genius.
Oh, inspiration from the muses.
Your father, Mr. Gilbert Godfrey, with the joke with, the whole joke with your wife.
Yeah, he was very funny, I thought.
Yeah, he was great. Anyways.
Go ahead.
Quick Adam Carolla impression. Hey, all you guys, banging your daughters and wearing your daughters' thongbacks, kill yourselves. You're all... Yes, kill.
Okay, all right.
With the F word there.
Geez.
John
is a jack off.
I like John.
I know.
Give me a compliment.
I understand that.
And then he turned on you.
You don't want a compliment from this guy, all right?
He used the F word on the air. All right.
It's just like basic cable.
Should we take a
break?
No. Let's
break.
Come on. Let's talk to one more person. We don't want to go out with the F word there. Yeah, Kathy.
Hey.
Hey, you're 22. What's going on?
I'm actually 17, but...
Oh, I don't know why I said that.
You're still up there with John. You're still enamored with John.
John's 27, though.
Oh, well.
Let me get 22. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I just recently started birth control about a week ago, and I just switched tablets, so I'm on Upri or something, and I was on ortho tricycline, and now my hands are kind of blue, and that started about 2 days ago.
They feel cold?
Yeah, they're cold all the time, and my feet were doing it earlier today.
How's the stink finger? What's the finger?
The poon finger?
The poon finger? Is that blue, too?
You have no history of heart murmurs?
Not that I know of.
And no rheumatologic problems of any type?
No.
No other medication you're taking?
No, that's the only one.
Well, did you call your doctor about this?
Not yet. I'm in for an exam tomorrow.
It's kind of a strange side effect. I imagine it's just vascular constriction, and that's why it's getting cold and blue. But there can be...
Hold on.
Blue extremities can be a sign of heart problems, too.
Have you been eating Skittles?
Not lately.
Okay, I'm out.
M&M's.
That was it.
M&M's, yeah. Hey, Kathy? You're going to the doctor tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How's the boyfriend doing?
He's doing all good.
How old is he?
He's 19.
All right. You sound like an old soul for 17.
I don't know. I guess I've been listening to you since like 7th grade. So.
All right. Are you doing all right?
It's age,
Yeah.
doctor.
All right. You're mature. You haven't. You've seen a lot in your young years.
Not really.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to hear it. All right. Go to the doctor tomorrow.
But don't worry about it right now. Let him examine you.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Good times.
Okay.
I bet she dies in her sleep.
No, she won't.
Nice.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a little break. Aisha Tyler's here from Talk Soup and Fifth Wheel. It's a documentary on trailers. And we're going to take a little break. We'll be back.
Hey guys, this is Brooke Burke, and you're listening to Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on Loveline.
Hey everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. Aisha Tyler's our guest tonight from Talk Soup on the fabulous Thongback E Network and also Fifth Wheel, the world's best dating show.
It is. It's the best dating show on TV, bar none.
In a sea of dating shows.
And there is a sea. There's a maelstrom.
This is a shining buoy floating in a sea of putrid dating
buoy.
shows.
It's just pure, raw, and adulterated entertainment, and as that, it's very fun and fun to. It's funny and fun to watch. It's a funny show. I mean, what do you watch a dating show? Just to laugh your butt off.
I do it to jack off.
There you go. You know, you
But
can
then I
watch My
laugh
Network.
when I'm done beating off. I laugh at myself.
At the same time, you can't decide. You know, your rhythm gets off because you're giggling.
Well, I got this new thing. I feel ashamed to even
kidding.
talk
But here
about
it comes.
But I have these new things. They're semen cutouts. I actually take it's like a placemat
Rorschach
with a cutout.
test?
Well, it's not a Rorschach. I do like a Star David. I did like Abe Lincoln's profile and stuff. And then
that's creative.
You cut out the semen pattern.
I
just make you splash it down.
Yeah, it's like a stencil.
Like a silhouette, like a
yeah, use the semen to make the silhouette. Then I
like a daguerreotype.
Well, like a stencil. Then I pull away the stencil. There it is.
I see. That's lovely.
Yeah, it's new
Lovely.
invention.
I'm impressed. Why are you ashamed?
What's nice is that you're putting your self-abuse to good use, and that's
with the patriotic tone to it, it's nice.
Yes. Oh, Lincoln, and you could do all the presidents.
Like
in the weekend, if you stayed in for a weekend, you could get all the presidents.
I could do that on Friday.
Nice.
I tried to do.
There's a guy with forearm strength.
The whole "Don't tread on me" flag. They're called belly stencils. You tape them to your belly. And then you.
What happened to the old sock?
What you do is you shine a black light on it. It's great.
Yes, and you get like a black love or maybe puppies playing poker on your stomach.
Yeah. Well, again, with the stencil, and it depends how virile you are and that kind of stuff.
Well, I see there could be a line you do on felt, too.
Yes.
Oh, you put a felt liner
and
there.
then, do one of the black light posters,
Right. Interesting.
Yes. Black love with the palm trees,
That's right.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Hot-looking black chick, topless.
With the afro on her knees. You ever seen those old, black love posters? Always a naked one with an afro, kind of a foxy brown.
Also,
really big boobs.
they put them.
That's our legacy.
They had them riding like black panthers and stuff.
Yes,
and
like
leopards.
astride or a horse or a leopard. Absolutely, a black, like a black leopard or a black panther.
Yeah,
which was symbolic in many ways.
Well, I mean, and don't take any offenses.
No, as you can see, I'm very hard to
with the black
offend.
chicks, I think they put them in sort of an African theme.
Oh, that was the vibe, absolutely.
And like the Mexican chicks, they got a different. They got like an Inca Mayan kind of god. No, they don't put them. How dare you?
It's okay for my people.
No, the Mexican, they do the Aztec goddess thing. They do the being
the headdress,
sacrificed or the headdress,
naked but with the headdress,
topless and headdress.
Yes, or like the little loincloth with the Aztec print, and then the boobs. Absolutely,
and the boobs,
the boobs are always there, regardless of culture.
Robert, you're 30.
Yeah.
See, Aisha said the Mexicans were drunk and passed out.
I didn't say all. There was a burro. That's all there was.
Is there an across the burro?
Is there an Asian version of this?
Asian.
Where is it?
She's just sitting. She's doing some calculations on an actress.
But naked.
No, fully dressed.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she could be naked and throwing a ninja star or something.
Oh,
yeah, that could be kind of.
What would the animal be, though?
Sexy.
Panda?
Yeah, that or rat or tiger, whatever year it is. I'm not sure. All right, Robert.
It's
what's
so
going
wrong.
on? Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was calling. I wanted to hear Aisha do her Irish impersonation.
As long as we're getting into the ethnicities, we're going to...
Oh, which impression is that?
The Irish guy. You was talking like an Irish guy on the show.
Oh, was I? Oh, yeah. my impressions are. I'm happy to oblige, but my impressions are horrible, and they all end up devolving into some kind of combination of Chinese and Mexican. I always end up being Chinese, no matter how I start out. But
it's hard not to go there. They're like a dominant ethnicity in terms of language.
Yeah, no matter how I start out, it's always Chinese at the end. And I can't remember what the. I mean, look, now I'm like Spanish. I don't even know I don't even remember what the Irish guy was.
Well, say something like what the Lucky Charms guy would say.
It was always after me Lucky Charms.
There you
Crunchy
go.
old cereal with sweet surprises. See, and then it's Popeye. And I don't know how I got to Popeye.
Popeye had some Mick in him.
Oh, sure, and Big Gora Aisha's a horrible, horrible impressionist.
Yeah, that's solid. See, as soon as you say the Lucky Charms...
It puts you there.
It puts you there
every time.
Hey, Robert?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, I was watching the E. I never watched that show until Aisha got on there. I didn't like it, but now she's on there. It's really funny.
Thank you. That's really nice of you.
Good.
Thanks.
And check out my other show, too, if you get a chance.
What is that?
It's called The Fifth Wheel. It's in syndication, so you got to look it up in the TV guide. But it's a dating show from the people who do Blind Date.
Oh, okay. They gonna have any black people on there?
Black folks all the time. They just can't get enough of the black folks. Actually, we just are getting ready to shoot some shows this Saturday, and there was a whole date, all black folks. And we had our first mixed date the other day, which was like, oh snap, said all the writers,
really?
As if it was 1982. Yeah, so there's a lot of black people on the show.
Well, you got Aisha too, who's black.
And then you
She's
always
the
have me
host.
every single time. Although I won't be dating, but I will say sarcastic things about it.
Okay, cool.
Check it out.
All right, Robert.
Thanks for calling.
All right.
Yeah, us white people can be entertaining too sometimes,
Oh, yes.
Okay.
In small doses.
Damn, bitch. All right, let's talk to Luis or Louis. Luis?
Hello?
Louis?
Yeah.
You're 13. What's up?
Yeah, I want to know why I always have boners.
When? All the time?
Yeah, it's like when I'm watching TV, I got a boner.
Yeah, it's awful growing up, isn't it?
Even when you're grown up, that'll probably still happen.
No. Well, growing up, but then there's the downside after about 21. You start slipping, and you wish for this again, Louis.
But a lot of guys watch you get boners.
Yeah, and it starts. The awful part is it starts happening like in math class when you have to get to the board and stuff. And,
Yeah.
Well, you're not alone.
It's normal.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound like his sack has dropped either.
He's sitting there.
Wait till he gets going.
Yeah.
Louis?
Yeah?
Do you watch E? Seriously? You watched all the Wild On and stuff?
No, not really.
Yeah, but don't. It's going to really
make it worse.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot
you'll
worse.
end up breaking your boner on the TV screen like I did.
A broken boner sounds so forlorn.
Painful, very painful.
What, you went up to the TV and tried to enter the TV?
Tried to say hello to Brooke.
There was a jack for headphones, and I thought I could just make it.
You just saw the word jack, and you thought
I saw the word jack.
That's for me.
I said done and done.
Done and done. But I think, guys my age get boners all the time. It's just a car revving up, isn't it?
Well, younger though, it's just constant exposure to the hormone.
And you don't know what to do with it because you don't know how to
There's nothing to be done.
Yeah, can't you think about your grandma naked or something?
And even if they do something with it, once they figure that out, it's back again.
Back up again.
Now is
tell them not to wear loose pants.
As an older gent, and Drew, you tell me, be honest. Now you get the one in the morning still, right?
Yeah.
But during the day, no deal, right?
No deal.
Right.
Do you ever get...
Just what I'm here with.
I don't even know why I'm asking you this, because I'm supposed to be like a polite girl shilling my show, but do guys, older guys get the whole kind of half chubby, just you look at someone, and then it goes back down? Like you're...
No, you know why? You know why? Because you start doing the math. You see a hot-looking chick.
And then you go, nothing's going to result.
Right.
Yeah, and I bet she's a pain in the ass. She probably has deep emotional problems. She's probably scarred. If we ever did get together, I'd probably be like a father.
You're trying to cut your arm off to get out of the bed and run away.
That makes you lose it right there.
She'd probably soak me for my last dime, and then we get divorced. She'd end up sleeping with one of my friends, and the penis never gets moving.
Never, not even for a moment.
No, but when you were young, you'd have these crazy fantasies,
I think the best thing I remember there was a guy when I was in the 8th grade who was 13, and he had a boner every day.
Oh, you knew about it?
Because he would wear sweatpants.
Oh. Yeah.
And so my advice to Louis is just to wear jeans, because you can always stuff the boner back down into the hidden recesses of the denim. But when you have sweatpants or anything loose, there's nothing to be done.
No, absolutely. And at 13, denim is good enough to hold that boner back. I just had another idea.
Adam has to wear steel underpants.
No, he broke his on the television long ago.
It's not working
no,
at
just
all.
bends right over there.
Actually, steel's not going to work because it breaks down. I mean, it gets rusty. In there, I have to switch to an alloy composite
Kevlar.
material, like aluminum or
galvanized steel,
magnesium or something like that. But here's I just came up with this idea. Remember those? My parents were like cheap idiots, and we used to go to J.C. Penney's to go shopping, and they'd get me the super denim jeans with the reinforced
the
knees.
Toughskins, right? Where they were like, you could beat a man to death.
The dudes in the Toughskins would make fun of the guys with the super denim jeans on. They had super denim, the robot used to advertise. It was like, and that's, by the way, this is really why I'm in therapy and I hate my parents. Because for another $1.50, I could have been wearing the Levi's like a human being, but no, we had to go with the super denim. So just so everyone knew. It wasn't, before they thought we were poor, now they know because I'm wearing the shiny super denim reinforced knee
of poverty.
And they ought to reinforce the crotch on these things because the guys who wear them are like age 10 through 15, and that's really when you get the unexpected boner. And the reinforced knee is fine and all,
it's
for
in the wrong place.
Tackle football and BJs and stuff like that. But how about enforcing that crotch?
Yeah.
I think you could market these pants.
You could probably design it in such a way they could even sort of guide the...
Like a little pocket
into your ass,
yeah.
like a little pocket where it would
track.
just keep it held
keep
there.
it down.
Yeah,
like a little.
I'll tell you guys, shift the penis up. Drew disagrees with this, I believe, but the boner needs resistance, and it ends up pushing against it.
You're.
Okay, listen, just shut up and listen to me.
You're giving the move for a guy with a small penis.
No, how dare you? How dare you, Drew? How dare you try to humiliate me in front of
I'm
Aisha?
just telling you, that's
clearly attracted to me.
That's the problem with that move. Hey.
Listen, everyone just listen to me. Listen to me. Everyone listen.
Samuel.
Your penis is flaccid and is hanging down. It is facing your ankles, right? Yeah. And you're wearing the jeans. And it becomes... engorged.
Engorged with blood, as we learned on PBS.
You start getting aroused, and it starts pushing up.
Okay.
Now, what happens, and I think I speak for all penises when I say this, it goes unabated for an inch or so, and then it runs into the gene, and that starts giving it some resistance. And once it feels that, it starts pushing against it. This is why you get the erection oftentimes when you're lying on your stomach. A lot of guys, not going to bed, but if you take your 15-year-old guy and tell him to lie down on the carpet on his belly, he's going to get a boner. He feels the pressure. Mm-hmm. So it starts pushing up against your jeans, and the more the jeans hold, the harder the penis pushes. It's some sort of a tug-of-war battle of wills, you see?
So much.
It starts, now,
a battle of wills between the denim and the
what you
erection.
can do is, if you're smooth about it, and this doesn't work with a tucked-in shirt, by the way.
No.
You have to have, wearing like a flannel shirt hanging out of your jeans.
Okay,
slide the hand down very quickly. Pull the penis up to the upward position against your belly. Now there's nowhere for the penis to push because it doesn't. When it's up against your belly, it can no longer push in. It'll go in you.
But the pants are still pushing against the.
The pants are pushing against the back side of the penis, but it's going the wrong way. The penis doesn't resist downward; it resists upward.
It's still just like the guy lying on his belly can create some.
No, the guy lying on his belly. Oh, when it's pushed up against, but
a little bit,
not much, and the blood will start heading down.
There's a rim here that.
Listen, Brainiac. The blood will start trickling out. It will kill the boner, and it's not noticeable when it's up in your waistband and your shirt's hanging out.
It's because I think sometimes you can see if a guy's got a boner down the leg of his pants. But if all young boys in the land would wear tight jeans and a baggy shirt,
right here is where you see that boner.
Adam is giving us a visual demonstration now.
Taste it right there.
He's got to between his thumb and forefinger.
All right. But all right, Drew, I'm a genius with the belly idea. How dare you?
It seems to make sense in theory. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll take ourselves a little break, and we'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Got a little more Loveline to go. I like this riff, too. Is this Pennywise or Uba Stank? Uba Stank, that's what...
Can I just tell you that the open was so vintage Def Leppard? I'm sorry, like a... That vintage Def Leppard or maybe a little early Van Halen is what I was smelling. Yeah. That's early Van Halen right there.
Well,
that's Eddie.
Early Halen is, so the in-crowd likes to say.
Early Halen. What's sad is that I own some early Halen. And the
Nothing
first
wrong
Metallica
with the
album.
Early Halen.
Yeah.
Aisha
Nobody
Tyler
was involved with early Halen as early as I was. They played at a prom that I went to in La Cañada in 1972.
That's excellent.
2
or 3
That's
around there.
Really?
So excellent.
Yes.
Well, Van Halen is from the Pasadena area, and so is Drew. So it makes sense that when they were getting started, you were in high school, and there they were, and there you were.
I saw Bon Jovi open for the Scorps in, 1983.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm not talking to you, but was that never? That was not a real person.
No.
No. Okay. Good. It was disturbing. Yeah, I saw them open for the Scorps, and we were like, man, these dudes are posers, man. Look at all that hair. Like that's how I talked when I was in the 8th grade. These dudes are posers, man.
Drew, you saw Al Jolson, right?
He saw Bessie Smith in her early days.
He opened for Bessie Smith, did he? All right.
He was the jazz singer. back then.
Aisha Tyler's our guest tonight. Talk Soup, Fifth Wheel.
Check them out.
your local listings, and let's talk to Babette. Babette?
Hello?
17, what's up?
Well, I'm kind of obsessed with money. And, I'm kind of pretty, so I've thought about, doing stripping to, make money, once I turn 18.
Okay. Spend your first $20 on a phone, would you please?
Are you thinking about prostituting yourself, too?
No.
So you won't do, quote, anything for money?
No, nothing.
Okay. And what kind of stripping? Topless or bottomless?
Both.
Both?
Father.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up? Where's your daddy? Everything okay?
I don't know my dad, actually. My mom was a prostitute, and...
There we go. Okay.
So,
yeah. All right.
I was molested by my stepdad.
All right.
Okay.
Well, this is sort of the...
But to me, it's not like a thing like that.
Well, but it is. I know you don't feel that way, but it is. That you sort of fit a profile.
What happened with your stepdad, by the way? Did you prosecute him?
My mom wouldn't prosecute him, so he only went to jail for 6 months. It was back before, right before all the big court things came in for rapes and molestation.
Somebody must have prosecuted him, though, for him to go to jail, right?
Yeah, well, my grandma called the cops.
I see.
And we went over to my grandma's house, but my mom, the only evidence they had was that I knew what a condom looked like, and that I took 2 dolls and mashed them together.
All right, be that as it may.
How old were you?
I was 3 until I was 6.
Oh my God!
And he used a condom?
Yeah, I guess. I don't remember, but when I read over my court report, it said...
Oh, okay. Hey, listen, baby. Where's this guy now?
He's... I don't know. He was an illegal alien from Peru. He actually molested 2 girls down there.
Oh, well, listen, who are we to judge their culture? That's a cultural thing. Let's not judge. And your mom, where's she?
She's doing okay. I don't know. She was on drugs most of my life, and she lives in Fairfield, I think.
But the way to solve all this, though, is not to go become a stripper. It's to work on this trauma.
Where? Well, I've been in therapy since I was 7.
Okay, all right,
I
good.
mean, I've been in group homes, and I've done a lot of I've worked through all my issues.
No.
Nope. Where are you living now?
I'm in a foster home. I've been in foster home since I was about 8.
Okay. So, Babette, here's the deal. I rarely agree with Drew, but if we do agree, we must be right. This is still more acting out based on your horrible mom, and I'm sure she had some horrible things done to her when she was young, and she in turn hooked up with someone who did horrible things to her daughter, and now you're going to do horrible things to yourself, and then, God willing, hook up with a guy who'll do horrible things to your daughter, and it'll just keep going. So let's see if we can break that. And the first way to break that is for you not to get into demeaning yourself this way.
And I know you've never had a good role model for how to make money in the world and how to be sort of a citizen.
I'd be doing it while I'm going to school because I want to be a lawyer. I want to do everything right.
There's something called student loans that are designed for people just like you. So when you get the workforce, when you hit the workplace, when you have your law degree, it will not be an issue. You pay it back.
Listen, go ahead.
I would just say also that from a practical standpoint, I can understand how somebody who had lived in foster care would be obsessed with money because you feel very powerless.
Yeah,
you feel helpless. You don't have your own money. You feel like maybe if I had money, I'd have more control of my life. But you get control of your life in other ways. You don't need money to do that.
And this way is more indulgence and powerlessness. You're getting money, but you're relinquishing your power in other
over
ways.
Yourself and over your body.
And money does not equal happiness. Poverty equals misery. So maybe you could do the math there.
The converse is not always true.
Now that I'm rich, I'm just not unhappy.
Not miserable.
I'm not miserable. Right. Okay. And listen, if speaking of these student loans, another plan for when I'm in charge. I would work the affirmative action this way. Forget about what your religion is or what your color is. Your dad was an alcoholic who molested you. You're first in line.
Absolutely.
The people who got beat on, crapped on, and effed with the most, regardless, because to me that's the ultimate setback. Someone like this living in foster care, being a victim and molested and all this.
This is the most exciting idea you've ever had.
Now, but to be fair, if it's it's between a white chick who was molested and a black chick who was molested, I give the black chick.
Because there's a history of abuse there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She still
generations
wins out.
on top of that.
But black does not trump, or Hispanic or whatever does not trump molested unless there's some molestation there.
All right, good.
This is interesting,
It's
right?
gonna be a whole
Very
card game
strange
here, too.
social poker game. That was what I was going to say.
Thank you.
But I borrowed all that money to go to college, and I paid it all back.
You went to an expensive college.
I went to it was like a mortgage what I borrowed, but it's worth it. Don't sell your body.
Vidal?
Hey, guys.
Hey, you're 29. What's up?
I got a couple comments. I hate following deep conversations like that, but for you, Adam, the Toughskins jeans, I'm from the Midwest, so in the 80s we wore Toughskins, and they were fantastic for the boners. And
good times.
I absolutely agree that the upward position is the best position to get rid of a boner.
Thank you.
And Aisha, I just wanted to tell you I'm a big fan of yours, and I think you're beautiful, but more than that, I think that you're very witty and funny, and in my peer group, and that's guys between 28 and 35 that I hang around with, we think that we want a woman just like you, and I was surprised to hear that you were married.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
My question is for you, Aisha, and maybe Drew or Dr. Drew, you might have some comments on this.
Yeah.
With women, in my age, I'm single, but I find it more and more as I get older that women are really, really interviewing me in social situations instead of just getting to know me and so on and so forth.
Interviewing you as a husband prospect.
Well, just the first idea is, what do you do? What do you drive?
Trying to figure out whether they want to put any more time into it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately,
that's what they're doing.
We're out of time. That's what they're doing. That's the way the world works. So the way to win is to drive a nice car and get a good gig.
Or if a girl starts interviewing you, just get up and walk away. People.
You just start.
Who wants to fall in love with a broad that grills you?
Just start lying. We'll take a break. Well, where did the time go? Who's coming in here tomorrow night? Tori Amos, everybody. We can look forward to her return. It's been a couple of years and always a good guest. I want to thank Aisha Tyler for coming in here from
awesome. Thank you.
Fifth Wheel, and also, of course, Talk Soup. Yeah, there. I was thinking
Thanks for having me. It was
on.
really fun.
Hey, you were great.
Thank you.
It was really nice meeting you.
You too.
And come back anytime you like.
Thank you. I will.
So until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Spoon finger
He's the man with the golden wart.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Dingble. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.